Okay, very dear brothers and sisters, I would like to first acknowledge the receipt of a good article about Omar Khadr. You will find that out in this email because I totally disagree of what Mr. Omar Khadr is doing right now with the Canadian people's money. Okay, the fact that he's buying a small commercial center. He's buying it with the $10.5 million that Mr. Trudeau gave to him. Well, as far as I'm concerned, we are all paying for his small commercial center because we never accepted that Mr. Trudeau gave $10.5 million. And why the 0.5? Why not only the 10? Why not nothing? $0 because Mr. Trudeau did bring him here in Canada. He was supposed to have a sentence of 40 years in Guantanamo, in prison, in jail. And Guantanamo jail is a jail for terrorism, okay? So it means that in Alberta right now, they have a terrorism living in their province, and that man, is a terrorism. So simple as that. I have no word for it. That's what it is right now. Okay, Alberta. Why do you let him free in your province? That guy is a murderer. He killed one person, blinded another one. He's a murderer. He was supposed to be a child soldier, which I don't believe that expression because he was 15 years old, okay, and he was the age to be a fighter, okay, because at 15 years old there are all kind of fighters in Al Qaeda or in Syria or anywhere else in Middle East and even in Africa with Boko Haram. The reason why I'm saying it is very simple. It's very simple. That Mr. Omar Khadr does not deserve to live in Canada because he is a murderer. According to the Criminal Code of Canada, a guy who has committed murder must have prison for life. Okay, but in fact, Mr. Trudeau did not even respect the Criminal Code of Canada. He just brought him here in Canada and gave him $10.5 million from our income tax money, which was not fair. It is not fair at all. Also, Mr. Trudeau gave tens and millions of dollars to other Muslims that has nothing to do with Canadian. Just because they came here and they got their Canadian citizenship does not make them real Canadian, because in order to be a real Canadian here in Canada, you have to have a Canadian birth certificate. Those guys don't have it, okay, because they were born in the Middle East or Syria or in Africa or anywhere else. But, those guys are not real Canadian. You have to consider that. Same thing here in Quebec. Muslim women are saying that they are in their country, in their province, and it is not the truth, because those women that are wearing a hijab, they're not here on their land. They're here on our land. The Canada is our land, not theirs. It is our property, okay? The Canada is our own property because we were born here in Canada. As for Mr. Sajjan, he's a minister. He's wearing a fucking turban. But he was not born in Canada. He was born in India. So he came here to Canada. He got his Canadian citizenship and he got hired by the Canadian Armed Forces, and he made a career in the Canadian Armed Forces, but underneath his fucking turban he had long hair, so he was against the military discipline. I've been saying that all the time. Are there people who are going to believe me one day? Well, rest assured that I will keep saying that all the time, because I am right to say that. First of all, I am right to say that because I was a company sergeant major in the past in the army, and if I would have had Mr. Sajjan in my company, you can be sure that I would have had check underneath of his fucking turban, and if he had long hair, I would have brought him right to the commanding officer of the unit, you know. I'm damn serious about it. I'm really serious about it. And I will keep saying that all the time. You can be sure. I did my career in the Canadian Armed Forces, but my career was stopped by a medical problem that was caused by the Canadian Armed Forces, okay? So in other words, I was not able to do my 35 years in service because of the military police who act not correctly toward me. The military police used the power to arrest me. They abused on me. They did a lot of things against me, okay? Like bringing me up to a criminal court. But the thing is, I did not deserve that at all, okay? When the social worker called me in the morning, Mrs. Celine Pocket, and she told me that she was going to be home in half an hour. So half an hour later, someone rang the door, and I saw there was my little girl who came first, and she was all red mark in the face. So I said, "What the fuck? Where did you get it from?" And then the social worker came in, Mrs. Pocket, and then the military police came in, Mr. Mario Gaudreau, Corporal Mario Gaudreau, and he said, "Mr. Bernier, you are under arrest." So he took me out, handcuffed me, and brought me to a police car. And after that, they changed me from that police car to another police car with lights on it, and they brought me right to the Ottawa prisons, which I was at the first time in a cell with real criminal. I was really scared because I know that I had done nothing, and I am right now with real criminal. So what the fuck's going on? That fucking military police, you know, they're everywhere at the wrong time. That's what they kept doing all the time. And you know, those military police are only good to do the traffic, and that's basically it. That's all. They're not good to do inquiries because I don't trust their inquiries. For what they have done to me, I really don't trust their inquiries. They don't know how to do it. Especially when you put a corporal investigating on something. Well, you have the proof. Because I have already put the military police report in one of my email, so that you can go back to it and read it properly. You will see that there was no investigation done. They only took the say of my little girl, but that was basically it. So they kept arresting her to say that it's that, so they came to me and arrest me. So it was very easy for them to act that way. Myself, I don't feel good at all today, especially today, because I know I'm doing this video right now, but the thing is, I am so angry against that fucking military police, you know. I don't wish it to nobody else to get the same thing that I had, because the thing that I had was, you know, put me in a trauma, real severe trauma, that lasts until all that time, and I am still in that trauma right now. And you know, it's very bad because I do not consider the things that military police did to me, and I will always be talking about that. You know, in this video I'm already talking about that, and I didn't want to talk about that. I'm sorry if you hear that. I'm sorry if you're tired to see me saying that, but it's you know, it's my case, and I have to work on it all the time. Even though the federal government of Mr. Trudeau is having a hard time right now, I know they will never reply to me, to any of my emails, even though they looked at the video. Well, I can tell you right now, if I'm making these videos, it is because of the federal government for what they have done to me, and that's basically it, because, you know, otherwise I would not be doing these videos. And I'm very, very sad because of what DND did to me, you know. I am sad, anxious, hungry. You know, I can't find the right word to explain to you, because, you know, for what happened to me was very, very, very big. I've never accepted that. So thank you very much.